Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for your awesome responses to yesterday's video. And of course, if you haven't entered my 1000 subscriber giveaway, I'll leave a link to the contest entry down below and a link to what the prize package is up here. But let's talk about today's Tutorial Tuesday. Instead of giving you a tutorial, I take a tutorial from YouTube and follow along and sort of see what comes out of that. Today I'm doing a tutorial from Loepsie over at, is it Loepsie? Loepsie? I'll link it down below so you can take a look. But Loepsie does these awesome tutorials, a lot of historical hair and beauty videos. Some are kind of historically accurate, some she takes a few more liberties with. But in this Beauty Beacons series, she has about 40 women that she covers all throughout time. And the tutorial that I've chosen today is Madame de Pompadour. I'd advise you to check out her tutorial for a little background into the history of Madame Pompadour and the whole Beauty Beacons series. It really is great and inspiring, and I haven't actually tried any of her tutorials, but like she's got a Mary and Antoinette one with big crazy hair. I really thought hard about doing the Mary Queen of Scots hair and makeup video, but I thought it was just not quite as crazy and interesting as the Madame de Pompadour. But I love Tudor history. It's kind of like my thing, and I listen to a lot of podcasts about that period in time, and I read a lot of literature about that period in time, Philippa Gregory. And yeah, so let's jump into this tutorial and see what crazy stuff we have to do. So to start out with, Loepsie directs us to apply some foundation, and she does indicate that at this time lighter skin was more popular. So I actually just picked out these lightening shade adjusting drops from the Body Shop. So this is like perfectly my color. This is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, which I just did a video on. I'm just gonna add one drop, and apparently that should make my foundation a half a shade lighter. So I don't really need to do this. I'm just kind of having fun and experimenting. These beauty drops are not pure white. They do have a bit of a pink undertone in them too. So I've tried this out once before, but not with this foundation. Next we'll go in with some concealer on the high points of our face, under our eyes. Now Loepsie doesn't mention anything about powdering, aside from the fact that Madame de Pompadour would have used a lot of white powder, so I'm just going to go ahead and set everything just because I have a lot of base on. Next she moves on to rouge on the cheeks, and she does say use a lot of rouge, and in the video she used a red matte lipstick, but she does mention that Madame Pompadour would have used a powder. I actually have this pretty much red blush that I got from Makeup Forever, and I got it at the time when my hair was red, and I was trying to get my eyebrows to be a little bit oranger, so I was mixing this in with my eyebrow powder, like my brown eyebrow powder. But for cheeks, obviously, like in the thumbnails, we're not going to be shy. We're going to apply a ton of blush. It looks kind of cute on camera, but in real life it looks crazy. And then a little bit of rouge on the lips. Maybe to start with, I'll apply just a little bit of lip balm. So that's all she does for makeup, and my brows definitely cannot continue like this. So I'm just going to quickly fill in my brows with my Anastasia Beverly Hills setting gel. And she doesn't mention anything about lashes either. But lately I've been trying out this new technique where you just apply mascara on the very tips of your lashes. So maybe in real life I would skip mascara altogether. It'd be more historically appropriate maybe. But I'm just going to apply a tiny bit just to darken the ends of my lashes, which tend to be quite like blonde, without actually going down the full length of my lashes. And I should brush them out as well. There, I think that's much better. Alright, and now we can move on to the main attraction of Loepsie's tutorials, and I think that's definitely hair. So I've kind of divided my hair into sections already. And we're going to work with the front section, kind of along our ears, which is going to get those tight curls. And the back section, which is just going to kind of get braided loosely. She actually goes through and hairsprays and powders her hair using flour. I'm actually going to cheat that and just dry shampoo at the very end because I'm very lazy and I don't want to go through that trauma. But if you're trying to replicate it, she has a whole video dedicated to hair powdering and she goes through it a little bit in this tutorial. So she divides out the front 2 parts of her hair and then she makes 3 parts in the backs and then just does normal braids on them. My hair is actually kind of greasy. I definitely need to shampoo. And I kind of have a hard time braiding at the back of my head, but these kind of get pinned up anyway, so I don't think it really matters how good of a job you do. Her braids are all perfectly even and centered, and she braids them backwards. I just have 3 kind of uneven braids back there now. Hair's not really my thing. I'm really not patient enough, so we'll see how this front part goes, especially. So for these front rolls that she does, she uses like a foam curler to shape them, and I don't have one the same size. I think the closest thing I'm going to try to attempt to use, maybe a little bit larger so it goes a little bit faster, is my just Real Techniques blush brush. And of course we're going to need some bobby pins, and we're just going to take a section of hair, and she curls hers towards the center of her face. Oh, the silicone handle is no good. Okay, we need a different brush. Okay, let's try this one, which is actually a little bit smaller. And yeah, that's a fail. Once we have something decent, I'm going to call it and just pin it. Once at the back and once at the front, just like she does. Alright, so I kind of pinned them together. I don't know, I think these ones should maybe be half the size. But honestly, I don't think it's going to look good no matter what I do. So, and that's no fault of Loepsie, that's all me. Then she takes the back parts of her hair, the braids that we've done, and pins them just at the back of the rolls that we've created. And then she takes the tails of them and just rolls that up into a little ball as well and pins that. Alright. I'm so sorry to anybody that is really into hair. I know this is horrible. Now to kind of emulate the powdered look, I'm just going to take some dry shampoo. I think that just emphasized how bad these rolls are. Ah, and there's braids coming up. Cool. Alright, if I sit up like this, it looks decent. And yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Maybe not my most successful tutorial Tuesday, but it is amazingly fun even just to watch her do these transformations. I'm sure it will inspire you as well. I'm definitely not gifted with the styling, but as time goes on, I'm sure I will improve every now and then. Aside from the hair, which was incredibly fun to try, and I would encourage you to just go for it too, or try the Marie Antoinette one. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. try it. And some of the tutorials are really quite simple, like the Roman ones. Can maybe lead you to other historical hair techniques, like sewing in your hair with like a thick thread and a really big needle, and you can kind of like sew your hair up into kind of intricate patterns, which we can't really do with modern elastics. Looking at Loepsie's channel might also get you to look at Sabrina's historical era makeup tutorials, and also Lisa Eldridge has a few as well if you're into history and, you know, falling down that rabbit hole. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. You should definitely try these cheeks and lips. I kind of think with the lack of mascara and everything, it's kind of flattering. Like, it's really bright, it's kind of a little sunburnt looking, but honestly, like, if you don't have mascara and eyeshadow and all these other things to rely on, it definitely, like, it adds a nice youthful flush. And I mean, like, big flush. Anyway, you guys, hope this inspires you and gets you motivated to try something new. If you have any other ideas for upcoming Tutorial Tuesdays that you want me to try out, definitely leave them down in the comments below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, also let me know down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you want to see more from me. And aside from that, I'll see you in tomorrow's beauty video. Bye!